There are some questions you should ask yourself in order to be able to evaluate if you are loving your children the right way. And I'll talk about some of them right now. Number one is, are you loving unconditionally? Yes, unconditional love. Are you giving that to your children? Is your love for your children determined by their behavior, by how well they are achieving, or how well they are obedient, how well they are organized, how well they are doing the right thing, or is it about who they are? So if you are loving your children based on their performance, that's a conditional kind of love. You should be able to love your children whether they perform or not. All right. When they perform, you praise. When they don't perform, you sit with them, have conversations, and be able to decide on a course of action that would make them do better. But if your love is solely because they are doing well, oh, you did so well in school today, I love you. And the next day they come back and they don't do so well. What's your problem? You start screaming and shouting at them and making them feel like the worst human being on earth. That's not unconditional love. So ask yourself that question. Am I loving my children unconditionally? The second question you should ask yourself is, have I been able to create boundaries and discipline for my children? Sometimes we blur the lines between love and discipline. That you love the child doesn't mean that you should let them get away with bad behavior. How we correct bad behavior determines whether this is love or this is you striving for personal gains. Many of us want our children to do well so that we can be proud, so that we can have bragging rights. If your intention for your children to do well is so that they can be successful, they can progress, they can be able to stand by themselves when the time comes, then you are loving the right way. So are you able to set clear boundaries and discipline? The third question you should ask yourself is, am I emotionally available for my children? Am I able to listen to them and validate their emotions? How you listen and respond to their emotions teaches them how to also listen and respond to other people's emotions. All right. So if you are a parent who always invalidates how they feel, why should you feel that way? Oh, that's not important. Oh, it doesn't matter. They grow up feeling like their emotions doesn't matter. How they feel doesn't matter. And then those are the kind of children that will likely get into relationships and accept anything, the bottle of their emotions, because you have told them it doesn't matter. So are you able to be emotionally available to your children? Research has shown that the biggest indicator of a child's emotional well-being is the emotional well-being of the parents, especially the mother. So are you emotionally available for your child? Are you emotionally well enough to be available for your child? That's a question for another day. Number 4, do I show affection and encouragement? Especially African parents. Many of us really don't know how to hug a child, peck a child, kiss a child, make them feel like they are important, make them feel like you see them. Do you show affection? Oh, you are looking so beautiful today. Do you affirm them? Oh, is that my daughter? Is that my child? You are looking so fine. Do you say that to your children? Do you criticize so badly that they become unsure of themselves and what they should do? If they have chosen a course of action and you know it is a good one, you should be able to encourage them along that line. Oh, I want to be a baker. And because you want the child to be a doctor, you can't be a baker, not in this house, you cannot be in this house. Instead of, oh, that's so nice. You can be a baker and also be a doctor. You have sown the seed. So everything is not basbos. There are ways you sow seeds with words in children's life. Encourage them by watering it. And you see that they become who you are desiring them to be. But by the time you begin to shout, you must be a doctor, you must be a doctor, you must be a doctor, they would likely begin to hate that discipline, because you are telling them, if you're not a doctor, I can't love you. Lastly, are you modeling healthy relationships? Are you, as a parent, modeling healthy relationships? What you accept from people and your children see you do that becomes their norm, becomes what they know. So if you are modeling respect, love, support, all right, you are giving it to people and you are also accepting it from people, they learn to accept those. But if you are modeling criticism of others, lying on others, castigating others, they also think it's normal and they will likely follow suit. So are you modeling healthy relationship? Healthy relationship can come in form of support, care, kindness, respect? Are you modeling those things to others, to them? What you model to them is what they almost always become. Right? So model healthy relationships to people and always evaluate and continue to ask yourself, am I modeling the right relationship in presence of these people? In their absence too, but much more in their presence. If you are able to answer these 5 questions I've talked about and their answer is yes, know that you are loving your children the right way. But if you have a no to any of the 5, then please pick up that area and try to adjust. I'll see you next time.